this is L. I'm going to be bringing you a league play, capture the flag on the map Slums. I'm going to be using the DSR-50 with ballistic CPU and the MP7, so this is going to be an interesting gameplay. Let's get into it. Alright, so to start off, I'm going to go towards the center area of this graveyard, and I'm going to pull out the DSR to try to pick off people running through the center, but unfortunately I wasn't able to pick any people off running through the center. I want to pause it right there. I paused it right there for two reasons. First of all, I knew that guy was dead because, first of all, I'm playing League Play with a team, so normally when you play League Play and you play with a team, they normally do something called callouts where, you know, when you die, you tell your teammates where the enemy is. Second, there was a little skull where your what do you call it, your ally or whatever, your teammate died, and that's just an important thing to note that use the stuff on your screen to your advantage. Just make sure that you know what some things on the screen mean, and that if there's a skull, that normally means there's a person nearby because that there's an enemy that killed your teammate right there. And that was a really, really cool triple. If you guys didn't see that, it was a really good triple, and I just wanted to point that out because that doesn't happen often in League Play, because considering it's a 4-on-4, teams. Anyway, I want to pause it right there just to point out one thing. This is a really good play because, first of all, that guy just threw a grenade and it wasn't able to kill me. So first of all, that tells me that there is someone near me. Second, that they're probably coming that way because most people lead with stuns and nades, and it just gave me the opportunity to, go behind that trash can and use it as cover so that I could have the advantage when I went into that gunfight. And if you guys didn't notice, I won that gunfight because I was able to set up for the gunfight, and I was able to, give myself the advantage, and I was able to win that gunfight because of that, because I had the advantage. So right there, oh, that was a unlucky miss, and right here was a really lucky kill because, you know, fortunately enough, I was able to pick that guy off because I had just switched out of my TSR, and I was kind of at a point where I was unable to completely start, or was at a disadvantage because I wasn't able to shoot immediately. But fortunately, I was able to pick up that kill. But then I was killed by this guy who I got my revenge kill on. But that was just, well, that was a really lucky play because I was just I was able to pick up the kill even though I had the disadvantage, and that's something that's kind of the appeal of Call of Duty is, there's it really requires very little skill once you have like the game mastered, when you have the muscle memory down. But that's just a my 2 cents. Anyway, I'm gonna jump back into the gameplay. So notice how I'm playing right now. Especially in league play, it's kind of important to play defensive because your ranking is not determined by your kill death ratio. It's actually determined by your wins and losses and how much you've won by or how much you've lost by. Just overall, that's just how the ranking system works. So you don't want to, like, going positive isn't as important as doing well or going getting the win. So that's the really important thing about league play, is that if you're going to play league play, go play for the win, not for the kills. And actually, fortunately though, I was able to get a large amount of kills for a league play match. And right there, sentry gun being a distraction, and my teammate was able to pick him up because the flag carrier wanted to destroy my sentry gun instead of just running around it, and he ended up dying for that. So just overall, when you're being the flag carrier, especially in league play, where it's really crucial to pay attention and to just get the flag to the other side and capture the flag. It's really crucial to pay attention. So, and book it. Oh, if you have the flag in a league play match, just overall though, even if it's a normal match, you want to run and not stop. You just want to get to the other side as fast as possible because if you stop and try to take out a sentry gun, that could cost you the win, and that's essentially the whole point of league plays, so that you play objective really hard and you get ranked by your wins and losses. So that's just an important thing. Is if you're gonna play league play, definitely have a mic and definitely really try to win the play the objective. That's just my 2 cents, I guess. on how you should play League play. You don't really have to abide by it, but normally people appreciate it when you really try playing League play. But that's just my 2 cents. I'm going to jump back into gameplay. So right here, I'm actually, I'm really playing defensive right now because we are, even though we're up by 4, if you win by a lot in League play, I think what it does is it rewards you more. I want to call it ranking score, but I don't know exactly what it is. But it gives you more points towards your ranking. So we really want to get this lead that's as large as possible, and we don't want to let them get any captures at all. So I was playing the defensive part where the rest of my team actually went to, capture the flag and play aggressive. So this is an important thing in capture the flag. I know it doesn't seem that important, but to have one person playing defense, one or two people playing defense is really important because that prevents the other team from capturing your flag, and it could mean the difference between a win and a loss, and that's just an important thing, especially in link play, as I've said before. So I'm going to jump back into gameplay. So right here, people are really leading with grenades, and it's not that great for them because when you lead with a grenade, it kind of gives away your position, and it doesn't really help you unless you actually get a kill. So throwing random nades off the start isn't that great of an idea. So that's why I'm able to, to pick up some kills because they're leading with grenades and not even getting kills. They're basically just telling me where they are before I like knew before. I know that sounds familiar. It's basically just giving away their position. That's not a really great thing. You really don't want to give away your position, especially in like league play where dying can mean the win or loss for your team. And I know I'm going to say this a lot, but in league play, you really should try as hard as possible, and that's just an important thing in playing league play because that's the point of league play. Um, but yeah, I'm going to get off this tangent and jump back into the gameplay. So right now, I'm really just playing defense with this war machine, and I'm trying as hard as possible to use this war machine as well as I know how to. But I really wouldn't recommend taking advice on how to use a war machine from me because if you can't tell, I'm using it pretty recklessly, and I'm not the greatest with it. And right there, I got really lucky, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to pick up that kill because, I guess I just, I don't even know what I was trying to do. I think I was trying to kill him with the grenade, and honestly, I really shouldn't have thrown the grenade instead of, just shooting him with my MP7, but, that was just an unfortunate death, and it was a bad mistake. And right there, back there, before I died, that was really bad spawning. I mean, I really shouldn't have spawned right in front of somebody, but so is COD. That's just how COD works normally, and that was just unfortunate. It was an unfortunate death and an unfortunate spawn for me. Right here, I'm gonna pause it just to notify you. This is an amazing triple. Watch this. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up one with the MP7. I'm not gonna be able to pick up this guy with my MP7. I get a nice quick scope with that DSR, and then right there, I use that cover to my advantage, and I was able to pick up that third kill and the return, and that was just an amazing play. That is what league play is all about, is making plays like that. And I'm pretty sure, if you saw that in a league play game or like a national league play or a televised league play, you know, just the televised, what do you call it, competitive gaming and esports event, the crowd would go nuts. That was just an amazing triple. I really thought that was, yes, that was a little bit luck, but that was also a really amazing just play because of how I played that. Um, and I actually got out of there alive, which was pretty nice. So, I'm pretty sure on a scale of 1 to 10, that was like 8 on the awesomeness of a kill scale. And, yeah, that, sorry for the tangent, that was a really cool kill and, or a really cool triple. I'm just going to jump back into the gameplay. So right here, I'm actually just going to kind of spawn cap. It's not really spawn capping because, I'm really moving around a lot, and I'm trying to just cover their entire spawn because I'm trying to keep them from getting into our spawn. So, if you can just get them to where they're not getting out of their spawn, it's going to really help your team because there's not going to be any enemies for your teammates to worry about. Plus, if you're playing in the back of their spawn, it'll help if any runner, needs help to get to the flag or get through some enemies in the back of the spawn. So it's overall a very good position, but it's also helpful if you have some defense. So if I would recommend, if you're going to have, if you have to decide between having someone in the back of the enemy spawn and someone in the back of your spawn, keep the person in the back of your spawn. I think defense is a lot more important than offense, and right here, that was amazing. That was so lucky. I think this game I got fairly lucky with how things turned out. So, this game is a little bit of luck, I admit, and it's a lot of connection. But, um, yeah, that's just my 2 cents. I'm gonna get back into the gameplay. So, as you can see, I'm really playing the defense on my opponent's flag pretty hard. And right here, I'm pulling out my DSR just so that because of the long range gunfight, and it's just because the reason I have overkill on this class is because you can vary the gunfights you can get into. So like if you need to go long range, you can use the DSR. If you need to go mid range, the MP7 is pretty good for mid range, and so are snipers if you use them correctly. So that's just why I set up my class the way I did. This gameplay is wrapping up, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Final score was 41-5. Please like, subscribe, share. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a nice day, and God bless.